I'm doing the Gardenwatch project mission 3 where you have to look at the birds in your garden, and right now there is a fat pigeon on the bird feeder that has not moved. I think it's finally stopped raining, so I'm going to do mission 2 of the Gardenwatch thing, which is called Worm Detective. It's where you're supposed to dig like a 30cm by 30cm spot in the garden and look for bugs. Except there's one problem. I'll get in so much trouble if I start digging that grass. So I was going to do one of those pots, but then I realised I could do this. It's not a square, but you know, it's about the same, just not in a square. It's like 60 by 10, 15. First off, I can see this lovely little snail just here. So I can pick it up. Oh, but look at it, it's so pretty. It's an amazing shell. Right, but anyway, let's start digging. So you're supposed to take like the first sort of 5 centimetres off and then sift through that. So stick it down here, see what I can see. I can't see anything moving in there, but my eyesight's very bad. Well, I've been through the whole thing and there's nothing in there apart from that one snail. That is kind of disappointing. I think they were mostly looking for worms, but there doesn't seem to be any in this pot. But I suppose no data is always good data as well. It's raining! Despite that, I'm here to go see Emma. I'm going to try and vlog something. I'm hungry. Nintendo Direct with Emma! Yay! So today's challenge was set by the Wildlife Trust. It was to wear something wild. I have nothing wild. So I decided to do this. Yeah. I'm classy. Noctis has come to say goodbye. Hello, Doctors. So for today's Gardenwatch challenge, just got back from Emma's. She's not feeling too well, but that's I don't feel much. But just got back, and today I'm going to be doing Gardenwatch Mission 3. Springwatch finishes this week, so I want to try and catch up with it before it ends. So today's watch is bird watching. Oh wow, what the? Thanks, mate. Just as I start filming. Yeah, so to do that, I'm going to do a bit of bird watching. What is that? Is that a starling on the fat ball? Get off me, fat balls! Joking, you can have them. Yeah, is that starling? I'm not sure. I saw that one earlier, but I don't know what it is. I have to double check that one because it had a weird sound that I've never heard. But I think the rest of them are sparrows by the look of it. Look at these sparrows. It's windy out there and very rainy, so I can't really feel much. But oh, that's cool. It's good timing as well. Thanks, buddies. Thanks, buddies. You're awesome. Just off to the ATM, the cash machine, to basically look at what I've got in my account because we're looking to go on holiday in August. We're thinking at the moment maybe Prague or Cork in Ireland because we're trying to just go away for 2 days after Pepper Cooks' birthday. But I need to see how much I've got because I'm going to be the one paying for it. Well, technically I won't pay for all of it, just some of it. But I don't know if you can notice, look at the top here and the top here, the shutter on my lens. There we go. Doesn't seem to be working. More reasons why I need a new camera as well. Money! I also picked up Mum some flowers because why not? Flowers. Smell nice. Okay, it's just a quick wildlife challenge for today. Basically, it's to look for some wildlife stories in Birmingham that I can use for my final major project about the wildlife in Birmingham, and then put them in my project book here. So one of the things I'm thinking of is looking at like the domestic pets in Birmingham and how they either like affect the wildlife and sort of like how they are mistreated or not mistreated in Birmingham. I thought that might be good to look at. One of the things I can sort of look at is the kitty cafe as well because they obviously rehome them, and of course so maybe contact some other cat owners, and if they've got catteries, or like talk to those about, you know, having a cattery to keep the cats safe, obviously bells to alert birds to stop them from attacking the birds. I think that might be something I can look at, but I'm going to have a look at that further on once I've done more research. So just finished my training for the new cinema job. This is a Primark bag, I've got my uniform in there. And basically, I'm walking home this way because I'm trying to do 30 days wild challenge time. It's every day, if you couldn't tell. And basically what I'm going to try and do is find some litter, because what I'm going to start doing is every time I go out for a walk now, I'm going to try and look for at least one piece of litter and pick it up, because in that way, if everyone did that, all the litter would be gone, in theory. Inspired by BBC Springwatch, because they just said the same thing. I tell you what, past that first bit, I did not see one bit of litter, but then that bit's actually the nature reserve. I'm expecting to see a lot more over the bridge, so might find some there. So I've gone completely off the beaten track where I was supposed to be. I was supposed to go up there ages ago. and I'm knackered, but I found a bit of litter, so I'm doing my bit. Now I need to take a photo for my Instagram. But I think it's a great idea, the fact that every time you go out, just pick up one bit of litter, and everyone does that. It sort of makes a big difference, so that's why I'm doing it. Maybe you should start it too. There we go, doing my bit for the day. I can go home now. This is why I can't do anything decent for 30 Days Wild. It's been like this for like a week or two now. That's pretty much the whole of June. In fact, I think it has been. So the 30 Days Wild challenge for today is not to go running, even though that's where I'm about to go. It's actually to do the fourth and final challenge for the Gardenwatch project, because Springwatch started it and Springwatch finished this week, so I wanted to try and round off this week by finishing off as well. What you need to do is keep a track of the mammals in your garden. So I don't really get any in this garden because you can't really, there's no way in because there's a wall over there. That's a hedge, but there's like a wall underneath it, so there's no real way for anything to get in apart from down there, which we need to try and change. So what I'm going to do instead is keep an eye out for the hedgehogs when I'm going out running, because I saw another one the other day and it's not raining, so hopefully I'll see another one. So surprise surprise, I didn't see anything, typical because I brought my camera, but this is the hedgehog that I saw literally 2 days ago, but he wasn't there today. I just finished my training at the cinema. I'm going to be in here to buy a little hedgehoggy thing, because I saw one the other day. I've already got the fox from last year, I think. There's also a little, I think it's a squirrel, yes it is, and there's also a little duck. Pepper Cookies would like that one. But that's today's challenge, because that money actually goes to the Wildlife Trust. Well, I think it's time. This camera has seen its day. Basically, I've told you before about the shutters at the front. You can usually see at the bottom corners because they're knackered. The lens has got marks all on the inside that I can't get off. You might have seen it in the sunlight sometimes. And the screen at the back as well. These screws will come out, so it doesn't really sit very well. So I think it's time for an upgrade. Oh, look at that. You can literally see the shutters when I do this. Fantastic. But anyway, this is the camera I'm going to go for. The Canon EOS M50. Because this one is an improvement, because you've got changeable lenses that you can actually get. It's got a focus wheel, which this one doesn't, which annoys the hell out of me. And I think this is going to be perfect for what I want to do, so I'm going to order it. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do it. Buy now. And the best bit is coming tomorrow. So the next vlog, you'll be seeing the new camera. I'll see you in the next adventure.